Hello, welcome to Train Sim World 5. Today, I'm using one of my new routes. I've got 4 new routes that I got as part of the Steam summer sale. Mittenwaldbahn, the Bernina Line, East Coast Main Line and Peak Forest Railway. So, I'm going to use Mittenwald. Let's do this one. Kufstein-Kerfuffle. A bridge collapse in Kufstein has caused additional traffic to be routed via the Mittenwaldbahn. Expect a start-stop journey on the or up the mountain, going from Innsbruck, Hauptbahnhof, all the way into Germany. Driving a Krocodil, the ÖBB 1020. I'm not going to do the German for that. The route is set in 1992, hence why it's got a Krocodil, because they've actually been withdrawn from regular service these days. The Krocodil is the one most commonly associated with the line, but you've also got a DR 111 German built class 111. The Crocodils have a bit more character in my mind. In fact, the front bonnets are articulated separately to the main body, which you can actually see when they're in use on this line. It's a route that might be interesting at some point. West Cornwall. As would that Dutch route, which I'm not even going to attempt to say the name of. Manchester Airport commuters just using a class 323 again. Here we go. Kufstein-Kerfuffle. That looks like a nice viaduct to go over. Oh look, it's raining. The Mittenwaldbahn is single track, and this bay is the end of the Mittenwaldbahn, whereas that's the main line into the rest of Switzerland. We are not going there. Evening driver, a bridge has collapsed near Kufstein, causing traffic towards Germany to be rerouted. It's going to be busy on the line ahead, so expect to have to wait for the single lines. As I said, the Mittenwaldbahn is single track with passing places. And we've got a long, heavy train. And looking at it, pantograph is not up, so I've got to set up the engine. It's a nice looking loco though. Wait for it to load up. You can see that it's articulated. In fact, if you look here, you can see the articulation. We've got to get into the cab. Nice sign saying no public. Open the door. And climb up. I do like that animation. Close that. Standing driving position. Right, we have a few things we have to do. Switch on the Master key. Pantograph up. Main circuit breaker set. Battery charger on. Have to do it all in the correct order. Compressor automatic. That to slow. Train heating on. Change the lights. Now it's brake. Just have it about there. Unlock the train brake. That goes to first application. Unlock the doors. Stop zooming in. Locomotive brake can now be released. Lighting switch full. That to forward. Windscreen wipers. Open window because I will be leaning out. At the moment, oh, didn't I could look at them. Oh, my passengers are on the other side. I forgot about that. We're already a bit behind. Need to go back in the cab. Locking doors. Release brake. And once we get going, there we go. There's this maximum speed that we're allowed to go, 90 kilometers an hour. It's what these crocodiles were developed to do. Don't know what some of the buttons do. That's for if I'm putting it in reverse. You can't accidentally put it in reverse when it's going forward. You can see the front part moves independently of the rest from in the cab. Okay, I can get a bit more speed up now, because we've left the station with the loco. There's the whistle. Sounds like a steam whistle because it's just compressed air through it. We're going off that way in 2 kilometers. We have to stop there. Don't know if we have to get passengers or not. Have the instrument lights full brightness as well. That's the engine room that you can actually walk through to get to the other cab. handbrake. Currently on a twin track section. But the line is single track most of the way, with just a few passing places. Our first stop is Innsbruck Hoiting. We're in platform 1. I don't think that's passenger pickup, because we're... No, we're not. I've got to wait for an intercity service. There's more of the main line, with a BR class 111 in the platform, and another Krocodil in the yard. We just go straight through this one, because we've still got 1.5 kilometres before we get to Innsbruck Hoiting. I'm not applying throttle overly quickly, because I have to make sure we don't overheat the engine. Found that out on the training module, that you can actually overheat the engine and then it won't move. You have to keep an eye on the amps, which is that display in them somewhere. One of the displays is amps. Ah, there. All of that lot shows the amps. Oh, looked up a bit too high. Right, cutting power as we go over the Autobahn. And nice little bridge this. What's it look like? Oh, it's a series of arches. That wasn't well timed. That, however, would be. Right, go back in the cab, because I need to make sure I stop at the right place, because it's a red signal. Bring the speed down. There we go, there's the screenshots I've just taken. One of which will probably be used for the thumbnail. Okay, full service brakes, we're sliding. And we... Oh, that's good. We stopped before the red light. Now we just got to wait for the other train. Let's... We don't have any passengers get on. We just sit here waiting for the train. Which... track goes off that way, so it's got to keep an eye out for the other train. An intercity, so it won't be a Krocodil. By the 90s they weren't used on intercity services. Should be a BR111. Oh, I can hear something. Oh, it's an aeroplane. Must be going to land at Innsbruck Airport. Where's that train? Can't see it yet. Come on, train. You're making me late. At least I think you're making me late. I'm not sure. Where are you? Oh, I've got this window shut, haven't I? Maybe I should... Oh. Is it there yet? No. Can't even see it on the hill, because there's buildings in the way. I'm just gonna get another screenshot while I'm sitting in the station waiting. If it doesn't hurry up, I'm going to go into map mode. I think I was early. Because it's still quite a way away. I could just jump out and that's nice. Is it here yet? Can I see it yet? Nope. I'm going to drive with the doors open. I don't know if you can actually see it through the trees. Oh, there it is. Finally. And yes, it is a BR111. Or DR111. One or the other. Let it come down with its intercity train. Okay, wait for my signal. Oh, did the wrong brake bit. We should get going now. Another plane coming in to land. 2 planes in the time we were waiting. One advantage of this, the doors do stay open, compared to more modern ones where it won't work with the doors open. Now we can start accelerating because it's a 60km/h limit as we start going up the mountain, and you could see the front power bogie moving independently then. Now we just get going. That looks like a freight siding with loading bay. Okay. At least we haven't got a set time to get to Martinswand. Martinswand. I have to remember, W's in Germany are pronounced as a V. Over another main road on a curved viaduct. Yeah, next time I use this route I'll have to turn details down a bit. It's a bit struggly, shall we say. Come on, load up. There's the road. Goes from multi-lane down to 2-lane. We're now going uphill, so we need a bit more power. I'm watching how many amps I'm doing. And I'm going to stick on this side. It might actually be less. Struggle. Oh, that's a close wall. Level crossing that I didn't see. At least it got flashing lights. And we're slowly increasing speed. Going downhill will be the interesting bit after we've got to Mittenwald, which is the summit, I think it is. I can't remember. I have this route on Train Sim Classic. Last time I used it would have been February when I did that video with a more modern unit, because I hadn't got a Krocodil on Train Sim Classic. Oh, nice greenhouse. These would be nice places to live if the crocodiles were still used. Let's get a bit more speed. Come on. Ooh, little road alongside. That means there's going to be a crossing. Now that we're around the bend, I'm able to speed up a bit. There's the crossing. It's loading in more buildings. Do we have to pass another train there? 2 intercity services at Martinswand. Oh, we Seeveld. We pick up passengers. Schranet, we pick up passengers. Mittenwald, we pick up passengers. And Gamisch, we unload passengers. Okay. Another gated crossing, luckily. I think we're going to be late for the bits where we have to pick up passengers. I'm glad we don't have to stop here. We're on a 1 in 49. Getting going would be difficult. Took some time to actually get up some speed, because this is quite a heavy train. Over a bridge. We've got a little track next to us. Looks like a forestry track because it's going up and above us. I'm keeping an eye on my speed as well as the track ahead and signals. We've got a green signal in 1.5 kilometres, or 2.4 kilometres, which is Martinswand. It's the entrance to Martinswand. Hopefully won't be British Rail late. Let's get up to 100%. 100 power thing. I want to try and get up to the 60 so that I'm not overly late. I might get out at Martinswand while I wait for the 2 intercities. Tunnel. In we go. And out of the tunnel. Can start reducing power a bit now because I'm nearly at 60. Might be an idea to turn that cooling fan up a bit. Which one is it? There we go. Blower's on. Just keeps the traction motors cool. So I'm using a lot of throttle just to keep going at a sensible speed. I didn't see that crossing until a few seconds before it turned up. Oh, red signal ahead. I can almost imagine this is a heritage service. Slowing down too much now. A modern rail tour on the old, using an old loco instead of, there's the signals. Okay. Don't want to go too slow, but we don't want to go too fast. So we're still going uphill. Hopefully this station's on the level. Or is level. Where's this signal? Under the avalanche shelter. Okay. We've beaten the intercity, which is good. Nope, the first intercity beat us. It's another class 111. And power off, brakes on. Traffic coming down the mountain currently has priority. It might be a long wait here before the signal clears. Okay. Oh, wrong camera angle. If it's going to be a long wait... I'll get another screenshot. I can't do anything, so... Let's have a look at what's like in these coaches. You can tell they're old coaches. Hello, I'm just having a look. I'll shut the door, don't worry. What about this side? Ooh, compartments. It's nice. Hello. And a handbrake. Ooh, the other train's already here. Okay. That was quick. I've got a green signal so I can go. Maybe I should have been paying attention. Okay. Brake released. Power. And we should start going. Come on. There we go. Slowly creep forward to start with. And then apply more power. Go back to this view. We have green signals. Trying to get power up. To try and make up some time. Whistle for the tunnel, just in case there's anyone the other side. And we got 4.5 kilometers before we get to Hochscherl. I'm not gonna butcher that. Right, we want... I'm keeping an eye on the display showing amps. If it goes red, then the engine will overheat, or the traction motors will overheat. If it stays yellow for too long, the traction motors will overheat. We are now climbing the mountains, and we can't see the valley down below. Okay. Would be a fun thing to ride. Really would. Nice place for a little cabin. Go back this side. Can see the articulation on the front. Pretty much like a Garrett. Where the main power part is separate from the two power bogies. Let's get a bit more speed. A little bit of freezing while it loads something in. We've got 3.4 kilometres before our next objective, which is a go via, but not a stop. You'd think, logically, trains going uphill would have to stop. Less frequently than trains going downhill, because it's easier to get going when you're going downhill than it is going uphill. Ooh, avalanche shelter. Nice. Another tunnel. And it's got a curve. I've got 2.7 kilometres before the next signal, which is green. Let's get a bit more speed. We're still going up. 1 in 29 here. Look at all the displays lit up. Why is that on? I thought I turned that off. I don't need that on. Can't see anything from inside the cab. As long as I can see the displays over there, the brake, speed, and there we go, I can see everything now. Can't see out the window, but I can see everything. And I've still got the doors open. Let's turn the internal light off a sec. Go back to this. Actually, I can actually see slightly more standing out the cab door with the light on. There we go, coming to the end of the tunnel. Less than a mile to our go via point. We've got a green signal, so we can just keep going. It'll then tell us whether we've got anything to pass. Let's go with this side. That's a long whistle and my hand's not on the button. Thank you. Just in case anyone's by the end of the tunnel. And out into the rain again. And another tunnel. Sorry, did not mean to hit the microphone. Hopefully this isn't as long as the other one. I can't tell. We have less than 700 meters now until we get to Hochzerl. I'm probably butchering the names and pronunciate. I'm reading the name as it's written, so I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. It has been 27 years since I did GCSE German. I can remember some words and how to pronounce them, but not all. We have green signal. Oh, why did that move? Must have caught... Oh, it's mouse. I caught the mouse button. Does that mean the other intercity is already here? There's another train. It's a freight. So it's easier to stop a freight going downhill than it is for me to start up. Oh, we're on the level. So cut power a little. We've got 11 minutes to do 7 kilometers. Should be able to do it. That's Seeveld in Tyrol. Oh, slowing down. And another tunnel. Can tell it's a mountainous railway. We're going up 1 in 33, so I need a bit more power again. Short gap between tunnels. And we're turning to the left. We have slowed down quite considerably because this is quite a steep gradient. Trying to keep the speed. Oh, it's that viaduct. Is it? The viaduct from that screenshot. No. Still a nice viaduct. If I can get a shot, I couldn't get a shot in time. Oh well. I'll know for next time. We've got 6 kilometers in 9 minutes. Should be able to do that. And another tunnel, this time quite short. Through the short tunnel, round the bend, And into another tunnel! Lots and lots of tunnels! And there we go, into the dark. You can hear the cooling fan working overtime. Prevents the motors drawing more amps because it keeps them cool. And we're turning to the left a bit. We might be a bit late into Seville. Going uphill. There's that viaduct. Ah. Missed it again. Okay, I'll have to do a free roam to get that viaduct at some point. It's almost impossible to do it when you're trying to run to a timetable. Oh, that's a tight bend after this tunnel. 5.5 kilometres to go, and 7 minutes. I'm having to use a lot more throttle than I expected. That's a tight bend. Can hear the flange squeal. Over a little road bridge. This would look so much better if it wasn't raining. Okay, having the rain adds to the challenge of driving, but you'd get gorgeous views out that way of the valley. You don't get that when it's raining, you get all this mist. Oh, nearly at 60 kilometres an hour at last. I think I'm going to be late. I'm going to blame the intercities for being late. I won't accept responsibility. Can I just see? Keep an eye on that as we go through this station. Still in Switzerland. Oh, rocks. Don't want to get too close. I think I did. The pantograph sparks. I wonder what that would do on a snowy one. Would you get more sparking? Not seen that on other routes. We've got a signal in less than a kilometre. Yeah, it sparked. That's cool. I like that. You don't see that often on this. I expect it when the pantograph goes up and down, because that does happen. Oh, tunnel. I wasn't expecting to see sparky pantograph. I like that. Pantograph that sparks as you're going along. It's realistic. Still got 3.9 kilometres and we've got less than 5 minutes. I think I'm going to be a bit late. Not my fault. It's the fault of having to stop for intercity trains. They should have to stop. Okay, I'm a... what's the word? Intercountry train. I mean, I'm going from Switzerland to Germany. I was expecting that to be a speed limit. But it's not. We're still going up. Warn the people on the platform that I'm coming through. Not got a red signal, so I'm fine. Oh, we're speeding. Not over speed, because it's yellow, not red. But we're going back uphill now, so... that might have reduced a little bit of time. Time loss, I meant. The valley floor is catching up to us. So we're probably coming to near the summit. I'm not sure if the summit is Seevel or Mittenwald. I can't remember. Going downhill is going to be fun. Especially using classic traction. Because modern units have a combined power and brake handle. This has a wheel for power. It's not used for steering. Has a wheel for the power and a lap valve for brake. Over the road on the bridge. One thing that's missing that would be useful is a gradient profile. So you know when you're going uphill and downhill without just looking at the immediate gradient profile on the heads-up display. There's signal. Green. We have 1.5 kilometers before we have to stop. We got 1.5 minutes before we have to stop. Oh, speeding up because we're going downhill. Cut power. Ooh, look, a lake. Are we at the top of the... Have we reached the summit then? There we go, we'll just coast. Over the level crossing. That'll be a bit rough. Sure, cars are bottom out on that. Okay. Looks like we've done 21 kilometers already. I'm just coasting now. Go back this side because I know the platform should be on the inside. Slowing down a lot faster than I thought. Let's get a bit more power. Just so I don't stall. We're gonna be late. I think well, looks like there's already a train in the platform. There is. More than one. Which platform am I in? Oh, it's on this side. There's one with its pantograph up and one with its pantograph down. Whoa, I need to apply brakes. I keep turning the brakes off too much because having it stutter, I can't control the braking as well. The one Krocodil is on a freight, the other's on a passenger service. Didn't mean to hit emergency, but I've got to stop before the signal. Like that. There we go, let everyone on. Not too worried about time. We're on the level I can actually release the brakes. Ready. Can't go until the signal's green, but I can have the brakes off. Don't think there's another train due. I'm keeping an eye on the signal. "35 seconds. As soon as we get the green signal, we can go. But we have to wait for the green signal. Come on, give me a green signal. Yeah, I'm waiting for a signal. Come on, signaller. We've got 10 minutes to do 9 kilometres. It's not going to happen if you don't let me go, signaller. Come on, signal person. Why am I not going? I can keep an eye on that display at the top while I'm doing this. Yeah, it's showing green behind me, but not in front of me. Why can't I go forwards? That one's going now. without a green signal. Oh, that's why I hadn't got a green signal. Off we go! We should now be heading downhill. We are heading downhill. Over another level crossing. That's the 4th intercity we've passed. At least we're going downhill now. So we shouldn't have much issue with being late. Next is Schwanitz, platform 3. Bring the speed down a little bit. Said it would be fun going downhill. We don't want the brakes on all the time. But we need to use the brakes to manage speed. Because if we go too fast, we start losing activity points. Which I don't really want to do. It's going to be a case of using the brakes to keep speed at a sensible rate. We're going down in 1 in 32 at the moment. It's quite a steep gradient. This is quite quick. Seven kilometers in 7 minutes. Sort of doable. Might be a bit over 7 minutes. By the time I come to a complete stop. but we are heading... What time is it supposed to last till? Let's have a look. Oops, wrong button. That's the one I wanted. Still over half an hour. This is quite a long run. At least the brake's a little... 1 in 30 is very steep. I wouldn't see a steam engine go up this. You definitely wouldn't see one go boiler first down. Uncover the firebox crown, which could cause it to go bang. Yes, there are mountain railway locos with boilers that are designed to stay level when they're pointing uphill. But they don't go downhill with the boiler first. And they tend to be rack railways as well. This is an Adhesion worked railway. With very heavy train. Or brake. Wouldn't want to be driving this daily in real life. It would take a lot of concentration. And also a lot of responsibility. Because you've got quite a lot of passengers behind you. And if you lose concentration going downhill, the possibilities of a big accident are way high. .3 kilometers before we get to Scharnitz. Looks like we're passing another express train there. Well, we can go a bit faster now. So I'll just let us go up to 70. Can hear the brakes. Actually, now that I'm going downhill, I don't need that on as high. Now you just hear the brakes, which are regenerative brakes, putting electricity back into the system. No longer got the blowers going full because we're going downhill. A little bit of locking up. We've got 3.2 kilometres in less than 3 minutes. Won't happen. Warn the people at this station that there's a train coming through at 70 kilometres an hour, nearly. All of them with umbrellas. Level crossing. Gradient had slackened through that station and now it's steepened again. My laptop doesn't like this bit. Still working, it's just taking time to load in assets. That will probably be a couple of trains in the other platforms. At Schwanitz. Oh, speeding. Here's the brakes on again. This is taking a bit longer than I thought it would. Just over 2 kilometres to go before our next station stop. Now on 1 in 60. So we're still accelerating a little bit, but not as much as we were. Oh, we're going to accelerate a bit quicker now. 1 in 47. 1 in 41. 1 in 39. Yeah. Trying to make it so I'm not seriously speeding. And I think we're still within the Swiss borders at the moment. Ooh. A little bit more braking force needed. think after Spanitz, it's Mittenwald. We are not going to be there at 1800. Because there's only 20 seconds, and I'm not going to make 900 metres in 20 seconds. I pressed the brake button too much. Going uphill slightly. Over, looks like a river. And this should be into the station. About half a minute late at the moment. There's an intercity. And a minute late. Come on. Open doors. Wow, people are just jumping out, aren't they? Start releasing the brakes ready. So all the doors locked. We're on a gradient, so as soon as I release the brakes fully, it should start creeping forwards. But to make sure, off we go. See if we can stick to time to get to Mittenwald. That looks like a toll road. Though it could just be a service station. Not sure. I can get a bit more speed up again. I could see that crossing. It's a foot crossing, but I could see it. Why aren't you accelerating? That's better. Can go back up to 70 kilometers an hour. Should be able to do the distance to Mittenwald within acceptable timing. It's still raining. I was hoping it would have stopped by now. Obviously not. We're almost on the valley floor. Oh, speeding. Didn't see the speed limit change. Put the brake on a bit. Come on. I applied the brakes too hard. At least I didn't stop. That's someone's drive. Oh, it's a farm. Interesting. A little farm thing. Barn or shelter or something like that. And we can go up to 80 now. We've got a drainage channel alongside the railway. With this rain, it will be full. A laptop doesn't like this. We've still got about 30 in-game minutes, so it'll be a bit longer than that for the video because of all the stuttering, which I can't help. Well, I can turn the settings down. I just didn't realise my laptop would struggle this badly. Oh, I can cut the power a little bit. There we go, 80 kilometres an hour. Still trying to cut power. Let's power off. River's just the other side of the road. And we're going on the other side of the road now. Under a bridge. Let the brakes off. Oh, typical. I didn't see the speed limit. Oh well, need to have the brakes on anyway because we're approaching Mittenwald. Over the crossing, we've got a green signal. Well, we actually got a yellow because the next signal's red. Over the river. And start applying the brakes even more. That's a gated crossing, luckily. There's the yellows. Looks like there's another intercity. And another Krocodil on a freight. Should come to a nice steady stop without having to adjust brakes now. And this is Mittenwald, the town that the railway is named after. Okay, I do need a bit more brake power. But I caught up the time. which is good. Door's unlocked. The Intercity's leaving. Come on. I've now got to wait until 18:15. That's quite a long wait. Means there's another train coming. So what I'm going to do is just have a look over here a sec. Ooh, there's a cable car. What's that? Someone left ski equipment. That's better. That's one of the collectibles. Nice to know. One of 7 skis put in order. Oop, I looked up a bit too high. What's happened there? I don't know what happened then. Let's have that as a photo. It's a nice little station, this. Even in the rain. Anything around here I can do, like a route map. That's all buses. Or timetable, even. Hello. I'm the driver of that train. I'm bored. I've got a fair wait. Ooh, waiting room. Anything in the waiting room? Nope. How far? Oh, can I go down here? Not very far. Okay. Trolleys. Luggage. 1 of 8. When it wakes up again. More timetable. I know one of the collectibles is stickers. And I haven't seen that. That looks like it might be a time. That's timetable. There's usually route maps. I've still got plenty of time. Which is why I'm wandering around. No point in just standing there doing nothing. Right, the cable car is up that way. Can't see it. Still got over 3 minutes before I can go. There's the freight. Just sitting there. Can I go over this way? Nothing to do with buffers. Okay. Let's get back in my train. Like so, and for some reason I can't look out. That's better. Can I see the cable cars? Maybe. Ooh, train coming in. It's another Crocodil. That's what I was waiting for. That's only got 3 coaches. I've got a much heavier train. I've got a minute before I can go. But at least I know that I've now got a green signal. And Glace is platform. That one's going. And I'm just creeping. Because I've got a few seconds before I can actually leave the station. So I'm just creeping forwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And off we go. 14 kilometers before Garmisch, which I believe is the last station. Level crossing leaving the station. So I got the sticker. Probably. Little oval stickers that you're meant to find if you're wanting all the collectibles. I don't know where it is. we've got 20 minutes to do 14 kilometres. Should be relatively easy. And Garmisch-Partenkirchen is in Germany. And there'll be customs for anyone getting off the train. Currently still, I think, within Switzerland. Let's go back to that side. It's been a relatively relaxing run. Yes, I've had to pass multiple intercity trains that have been using this route instead of their usual route. And I've done a little bit of speeding. Ooh, we're going uphill now. Leaving Mittenwaldbahn and its valley. It has taken a bit of thought to be able to do this. But it's not a bad... it's not a bad scenario. The route would look so much better if it wasn't raining. But I chose this scenario because it looked interesting. I will have to turn the detail settings down if I want to use it again. But at the moment, I'm quite enjoying this route. Okay, I've driven it on Train Sim Classic. But well, the TSW version does look a lot better. We should be less than 20 in-game minutes, so probably about 40 minutes real life with the amount of stuttering before the end of the video. I was hoping this would take the time that it says in the... Sorry, I'm tired. I was hoping this would take the time it says in the scenario list. I really wasn't expecting it to stutter, considering how much detail West Coast Mainline South has, and that no longer stutters. I will have to just turn the detail down, that's all. Probably do the same with any route that's relatively modern. Ooh, speeding. Now I'm going downhill again. Now that we've left the Mittenwald Valley. Was that a... And there was a cow there. Right, release brakes. Still going downhill, but I don't have to worry about braking too hard. Yeah, there's cows. And they look animated. That would explain the stuttering. Animated cows. Going back uphill. Wasn't expecting to be going back uphill. We've got 13 kilometres. Oh, caught the mouse again. "12 kilometres. And we've got 16 minutes. Oh, speeding. Going downhill again. It's like we're going up and over sand dunes. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Didn't see that crossing until the last second. Almost sounded like a steam engine whistle then. I'm going too fast. Stick to the side that the road is. That way I can see any crossings. Green signal ahead. Which means there's a station. And there's also a crossing. Oh, going uphill. Now we're level again. Another signal. through whichever station this is. It's interesting that most of the stations have got 3 platforms. Going downhill again. This is more complicated at this end of the line than it is at Innsbruck. Once again, back uphill. I can see why it takes so long to do the last 14 kilometres. I think I can see a crossing. I was right. .1 kilometres to go. And then we'll be in Garmisch. Oh, speeding up again. It's really hard judging what amount of brake force you want to apply. Because if you apply too much, you slow down too much. You don't apply enough, you don't start slowing down. And with the gradient constantly changing, it's really difficult. Would be useful if there were actual boards saying whistle, or the German for whistle. Because I'm not able to see in advance that there's a crossing coming. I'm having to look. And I am trying to sound the whistle for each crossing. Trying. This is a nice section. Almost reminds me of Tallaghig in North Wales. Mid Wales. Cambrian coastline. Though it's not actually on the coast at that point. It's between Newtown and Machynlleth. Doesn't have a level crossing, but it is a relatively steep gradient with the road running parallel to it in places. Which is why it reminds me of it. It's not electrified though. Something you don't... Oh, we're speeding up too much. Need even more braking. I don't know why the speed limit's so slow along here. Surely 80 would be better. Unless it is to do with the number of crossings. I don't know. Into this passing place. I can't go any slower than I'm going. At least I don't have to stop. Got 6.2 kilometers before I have to stop. There we go, I can put it into running. Leaving that loop. And now we just coast, because we're still going downhill. Yep, speeding, increasing quite rapidly actually. Brake into first application. Another crossing I could see. Can definitely tell when my laptop is struggling. Or struggling at the time that I press a whistle. Because one, it holds the whistle. And two, when the whistle stops, it's a sudden stop. Not the... bit where it fades slightly. Oh, still speeding up. Five kilometers. Really wish it was in miles, because I can understand miles a lot better, but it's about 3.2 miles. I do know when it gets to Sorry, I do know when it gets to 3.2 kilometres that is 2 miles. Because there's 1.6 kilometres to the mile. So we're about 3 miles out. This braking is rather noisy. But you can hear how much effort the Loco has to put in to do the braking. That's even using the train brakes. Has it stopped raining now? No, I can't tell. No, it hasn't. Hasn't stopped raining yet. I've slowed the windscreen wipers down a bit. Didn't need to be on so fast. Apply brakes again. Just over 2 miles. Soon be time to really start slowing down. And then we'll be at Garmisch. I'm not even going to say the second part. Partenkirchen. Something like that. Nearly missed that crossing. Someone had been on there that would have gotten hit. Because that would have been no time. We are less than 2 miles from Garmisch. When you say it like that, it doesn't seem that far. But relatively, it is. Got a 40 km/h speed limit at the station. Or after the station, in fact. So a lot of stuff loading in. We're still going downhill. So I can't even release the brakes at the moment. Just over 2 kilometers. So 1 a third miles, thereabouts. Over the road. Don't know what the white flashing light means. I'll give a toot for the station. Which is just round this bend. Level crossing. That's one of the last stations before Garmisch. Little bit of locking up again. We're level, so we've reached probably the bottom of the valley for a bit. Need a little bit of power to get... Oh, that's a nice bridge. Need a bit of power to keep going at a steady speed. Going downhill again. Three minutes to do under a mile. We're not doing $60 miles an hour. We're doing 24, 25. Might make it in time. Don't know. We'll see. There's the station. Just come onto the board, onto the display. And it is a 40 km/h limit in the station. Another level crossing. There's a lot of level crossings on this line. After the next signal, I will start applying brakes. And we got a German signal. There's another Krocodil. And another one in the sidings. Just moving out of the sidings. It's raining, but it's clear. Weird. And now we're slowing down to go into the station. We're currently a minute early. That was good. We've actually made it. And by the time we come to a stop, we'll be on time. I'm just coasting to the correct place. We're now at Garmisch-Partenkirchen, which is where this train ends. Wait for it to say objective complete, like that. And do the doors. I'm going to look back first. Wait for it to stop freezing. Come on, laptop. Wakey wakey. I can't finish this if it won't unlock. Oh, thank you. Doors. Looks like we finally arrived. It's time for a well-deserved break. Pantograph going down. And before it finishes, I'll get a screenshot. Hopefully that will work before it's done the thing. Yeah, a little bit of speeding. I still get a gold medal. In game time, 1 hour 36 minutes 25 seconds. Much longer on video because I've got to turn some settings down. Hopefully you've watched all the way through. If you have, thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got this far and you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It does help. And until next time, be seeing you.